What's up, Knights of X? We are at the final week of the 3v3 season, but it feels like a brand new season because we just got hit with all of these marquee characters all at once. So it's going to be a Lollapalooza, crazy grand arena. You have no idea. For the most part, I would recommend setting a lot of these newer characters on defense so that we have an idea of what they're like defensively. There's no data, so no one's going to know what to do. But for the most part, I brought, I think, half of them on offense to do a little bit of testing. So if we do end up losing, it won't be the end of the world because we get to find out some things. So that's kind of like my mindset. I want to go for the win, but we can afford a couple of tests. So heading into game, guys, with last week, we're 5-1 for the season, 2-1 last week. We're at 3923, so still above the 3900 skill rating. Our opponent for today is Ball, and they are representing the guild, the Mighty Chlorians. Very good guild. Over 1 million legacy score, very good player. They're at 13.9 million galactic power, so again, I am the bigger account. They are the underdog. Last round, I lost to the lower GP account, so GP is almost like not the scary part. It's these types of players that are most scary because they're at the rank that they are. In terms of the Relic 10s on their roster, we're going to check to see if they have all of those new characters. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Relic 10s. They went really hard for the Rey team. Rey, Ezra, Ben, full Relic 10. No freaking joke. Now, I wish there was a way where I could look up quickly the newer characters. My opponent's going to have a 5-star Relic 4 Maul. So he is up and running. The way he has him modded, it looks to be health with some offense primaries. Okay, so they went for more of an offensive Maul. Do they have Darth Vader duels and up and running at 5-star at Relic? No, they do not. 3-star. How is that possible? How is that possible? How can you not... Don't you need those characters at... Anyway. Not the sidetrack here, but don't they all have to be at 5-star? I don't know. Maybe it's a couple of the characters. I could be wrong, but anyway, that's what we have to work with today. It looks like they started to attack, and I changed up my defense a tad bit. So, they've attacked the 3 GLs on the bottom wall, but they haven't touched my new Stranger team yet, or my new Asajj Ventress team. Those are the 2 teams I put on defense. Those are the 2. The rest, I believe I have for offense. Up top, they took care of 2 teams up top. It looks like they're waiting. They're waiting to see maybe if there's some counters coming out. Who knows? And then my back wall, I kept relatively the same, pretty overpowered. The problem is I kept Emperor Palpatine on defense. So I can't try my Darth Vader duels end to his maximum capacity. That kind of sucks. I'm a little annoyed. So I can't really fully utilize him to the way I want. Alright, that kind of stinks. Maybe for next time. But I have to deal with Maz Kanata, Pirate King Hondo, Stranger, Starkiller Maul. We got to look at it today. We also have to deal with Rey, Ben, and Barriss. No Ezra. Ezra's going to be in the back with some team. And then Queen Amidala. So, good idea to test against him now. We have Scion of Jango on defense with no Asajj Ventress. Bo-Katan Mandalore with an attacker Cron. Always dicey. Gungans, Great Mothers, and then the Zalbar Darth Revan team. So, I think we're going to have to get this one out of the way. We're going to have to figure out what can beat the Stranger with the new Maul. I know it's not a fully maxed out Relic 9, Relic 10 Maul, but still at Relics, still very dangerous in terms of his kit and all of that fun shenanigans. So, we're definitely going to start with him first, and hopefully we can figure out right away, because I'd like to get a win for the final week. Here it is, the first Grand Arena battle with the new Maul in 3v3. Very high relics on the other 2. A Relic 4 Maul. No Omicrons on him. He's for Territory War, but Stranger, I believe, has a lot. Speed up on a basic. Wordy Attacker Cron 6. 115% health. Very, very high health. It's a 5 Omicron team, so they're missing 1 on Starkiller. The one they're missing is the middle ability, which is honestly the one that's probably the least important, but still pretty good. I'm going to try Queen Amidala. I'm really hoping that this could be a hard counter for them. Terminator in the beginning, Wordy Attacker, Cron 6, 193% critical damage. Want to rip right through them. First battle, guys. Let's see if this can work. So it looks like Starkiller is getting the mark. It's going to be an insta-kill. Do this. Okay, let's see. Okay, wow. Gotta get rid of Stranger. Unfortunate stun. Pretty good. This is looking pretty good. There is quite a relic delta. Lost the banner. Lost the banner, but we were able to get it done. I don't know if you consider that massive overkill. It also is a 3v3 setting, so it's going to keep me down a team against Rey. But it's a dangerous team. Very, very dangerous. And looks like Queen Amidala should be able to stomp right over that if you have the Omicrons. And yeah, that wasn't that hard. That wasn't that hard. That was a sub, I think, 1 minute battle. So, hey, if you guys don't know what to use against the Stranger Maul team, Queen Amidala in 3v3 is working great. It might be considered a big, big overkill, but still good to know against a brand new legendary character with 0 data. So, I'll take that for the first round of the third week. Moving on to Rey, and I feel like since I used Queen Amidala already, I have to go a little bit bigger. Want to save Seer Unaligned Force Users for the Hondo team, so I want to go with a 2-man here, because I know if I bring in a third, the banners are going to be atrocious. Absolutely atrocious. I don't want to lose an efficiency. And I think these two are all you need. I think Rey is going to go down. I do think that's not going to be stopped, but at least it will be reduce the banner loss, is what I'm thinking. Turn meter in the beginning instead of the max health of protection, so that might make them a little squishier. Wordy Healer 6, Barriss 9 with a lot of health. So I'm going with the Dark Side speed up on a basic. Wordy Attacker Cron 6. Really good health and really good crit damage for some survivability and some just extra damage output. I don't think the turn meter in the beginning will do anything too crazy. It actually works out because I can remove the critical hit immunity. I want to put this onto Rey. And try to siphon here, get rid of the Inspire. Okay, so she did tank a hit. See what happens here. So we're probably going to lose Darkseid Rey. I just have a feeling. Yeah. Okay, so I kind of expected that to happen. I will pop ultimate. Okay, that worked out. I will go for a stun. Just do a basic. Siphon. More of that fun stuff. Okay, want to be careful. That's very, very unfortunate. Okay, I think I'm okay. Yeah, so it turned into a 54, which I think is a lot better than a 52 and a 51 or a 50. I'd probably end up losing all of my characters, so I had to go expensive. I hate that I had to do it, but I think in the long term, I should be okay. I still have a Lord Vader team available for a backroll Jabba just in case. But yeah, I think for this case scenario, that was the best use for Kylo on that front wall. I still have to deal with Pirate King Hondo, so if Seer Unaligned Force Users lose against that, then I might be in a serious pickle, but so far, so good. Hopefully this works. I made the mistake last time with bringing in Great Mothers. Obviously, with OG Hondo in the mix, definitely no Great Mothers, but SM33 does seem to have a big issue against the Great Mothers because he can get bonus turns, deal a bunch of damage, especially if they have a support Cron. You remove your buffs, it causes issues, but I think I should be okay. Max health damage 3, wordy attacker 6, 191% critical damage. So if SM33 gets angry or ticked off, we're absolutely done. Max health damage 3, wordy attacker Cron 6, 200% armor pen, and 98% crit damage. I want to just get rid of them. We have anti-revive in our kit. It's all about who he puts captive on. Let's see. Malgus is not the best. Good thing we have critical hit immunity. I mean, they're going really hard on Maul. Thank God for critical hit immunity against a high crit damage Cron. Gotta get rid of this guy. Damage immunity is my friend. Especially there. So, we're no longer in captive. I think I just go hard. Yeah, exactly. He's not coming back. Look at that. You don't even need the full stacks of anguish. It's a bloodbath. Launch it. Edge of Madness. All the damage. And this might be it. Look at that. There we go. 55. It's crazy how much damage you do on this team against Pirate King Hondo. With all that armor pen, Crit damage doesn't really help Maul, but they are squishy, man. They are really squishy. This seems to be a very hard counter. I don't think I've lost this one this season with the Maul Malgus combination. This might be the new Vegito. Like, obviously, Starkiller is now with Stranger, but these two together are very, very good. So, since Maul lost this home with Vader, I think he found a new one with the Ufus. Solid win. Okay, so Queen Amidala is next, and they don't have her on offense, and I have to respect the team on defense, especially with the support Cron. I don't feel comfortable using Great Mothers against that, so I'm going to end up using Bane. Max health, protection 3, wardy, support 6, 200% critical damage. Like, it's just frightening. So Bane Sith Assassin. I am not using one of the older set ones. I'm using one of the newer sets. A high armor pen Cron with crit damage. I don't have enough attacker Crons with good armor pen on this account. With all the TW requirements for data Crons, I just don't have enough armor pen Crons that I would like. So I have to change it up a bit. Alright, I mean, the damage threat is gone, so I'm happy we were able to outspeed twice. Yeah, no brainer. I got to save an attacker Cron, that's the most important part. Very nice. Yeah, I'm starting to figure out that Bane likes armor pen more than health. I used him last round against the Stranger, went with a full health Cron, and got destroyed. So, as much as health is good on Bane, I think armor pen is absolutely the way to go. His abilities get supercharged, enhanced, and he's able to, like, one-shot characters. So, I think going forward, when I'm using Bane against certain teams, going more for the armor pen route than the health. So far, so good for this run. Final team on this bottom wall is going to be Maz Kanata, and I'm okay with using Great Mothers here. It's a Conquest team, might as well bring in something pretty strong. It's Vayne and Silvo, though, so it's a very weird pair with Maz. I wouldn't do it, but let's see if it cooks something. Turn meter in the beginning, wordy tank 6, and 109% health. So Great Mother is going with a max health damage 3 for Darkside, wordy support Cron 6, and very high protection. I don't have a lot of high damage Crons that I want to use, but I think as long as I just take my time. I mean, being able to start with the support means I can doom her right away. That's a plus. She's just going to increase my cooldowns, though, because of that turn meter. Which is a little annoying, but I think I'll be okay. Yeah, I mean, it's not really something to worry about. It doesn't really matter, but support Cron and Great Mothers is pretty good. She literally removes buffs, so I didn't have to worry about any taunt from Vayne. I don't get this guy's evasion. I have to read his kit more. Not gonna really matter when you're absolutely fried. This is so overkill. I think. I mean, we're gonna get through him, but it's just, it feels like massive overkill. I'm so annoyed I didn't bring Emperor Palpatine on offense. I was planning on using him. So annoying. Alright, 57. We got through the front wall in peace, and we were able to get through Stranger Starkiller in one attempt. So now it's all about that back wall. What are you hiding? And, it doesn't look... That's crazy. This is... no disrespect. This is one of the weaker defenses I've ever seen. There's no Ahsoka on defense with Ezra. There is no Ahsoka with Ezra, right? Am I blind? I'm not seeing Ahsoka Ezra. Yeah. That might be the first time in any Grand Arena I've ever done where I haven't seen Ezra on defense with Ahsoka or Rey. Or Kenobi. So, this will come down to probably me being very efficient. I have to be very efficient. So, I don't know if I'm going to be able to test a too much. I don't know how much if they're going to drop. But, yeah, this is going to be a little bit different than what I expected. So, well, we will keep this going, and it's going to be about banners for now. Time to have a little bit of fun. Win, lose, or draw. We got to test some stuff. So, since it's not the craziest remaining teams, let's try a gas. If the new Inquisitor Barriss can do some work against gas, that's pretty good. It's a marquee team. This is a max health protection 3, wordy attacker Cron 6 with 416% armor pen. So, it's as dangerous as it can come. I do have the Omicron. I have Second Sister and Ninth Sister. That's the synergy. I'm going with a max health damage 3 for debuff, so the Purge will be helpful. Wordy tank Cron 6 and 97% health. They could blow us out of the water. I've never played around with this team, so I have no idea how this is going to go. Let's see. I think I just want a basic here. So that's a lot of assist. We get a lot of buffs, which is actually not that good. But what is happening? It just seems like a lot of damage, but that's a lot of buffs. What is this? He's gonna wake up and go absolutely insane. We have way too many buffs. I think I picked the wrong team comp. Okay. Whoops. The amount of... I don't even know what just was going on. I have no idea what just happened. That was a lot of heal over times. That's ramping up his damage a crazy amount. Okay, well, that's the first drop. That's the first drop. I wanted to test something. I wanted to test against it. Maybe you don't bring Inquisitor Barriss against General Skywalker. That's way too many buffs on her and the whole team. Whoopsie. Alright, taking it a little bit more serious again. Want to make sure I get the win at the same time. We're going to face Great Mothers next. It's a support Cron with the max health damage 3, high health, and, you know, wordy support. Bo-Katan Mandalore, turn meter in the beginning, wordy attacker, high crit damage, and high health. I chose the wrong team, guys. I was not expecting to get that many heal over times. That's completely my fault. Alright, let me just try to go for Morgan, I guess. Blind here is nice. I don't think I'm going to get rid of Great Mothers, to be honest with you. I don't think I am, so let's just go for Morgan. Yeah, she's blind. It's a banner. Stolen, which is, I guess, okay. Ugh. Don't steal too many banners from me. That's a massive hit, actually. Ooh. Alright, not the end of the world. It's going to be a 56, I think. Yeah. Not terrible. Not terrible. I think Bo-Katan's a good counter for Great Mothers this season. I don't know if I'm going to have a lot of trouble for the remaining of the board. Do I want to test one more team? I gotta say, I cannot test Darth Vader Duel Zen to his maximum capacity. The Omicron is turned off without Palpatine in the leadership. I am so upset with myself, but maybe we'll try to find a use for him. I don't know. I honestly think Bo is one of the tougher teams remaining, so I'm just going to go ahead and use Leia. I mean, there's no Ahsoka. Might as well. Max health damage 3. Or, sorry. Light side max health protection 3. Wardy attacker Cron 6. And high crit damage. Going Leia, max health protection 3. Wardy attacker 6. And my highest health Cron. Again, not a lot of damage on these Datacrons. So, I think I'm going to go for a stun here. Which is kind of useless, I guess. Kind of delayed. Uh-oh. I want to get rid of Bam. Yeah. And there's the revive. Get rid of him again. Okay, cool. I wanted to just make sure the Whistling Bird shenanigans is gone because they can prevent revives. I mean, she's kind of frightening. Stun. Do I just get rid of him just to, like, help with the banners a little bit? If possible. Oh, we're gonna end this way too quick. I'm gonna see if I can stall it out for a 57. It might not happen. I don't know. Stun? Thank you. There we go. I stalled it out. There we go. 57. Very nice. Honestly, both an attacker Cron on defense is kind of iffy. I would not want to try Traya if I had her available with Savage. Savage is on defense. So definitely in a different case scenario, that'd be kind of scary. But since I have so much remaining on offense, I think I'm going to be fine. Next up is Tarkin clones. And it's not a support Cron, so not as scary. But it is a tank Cron, so I got to get through him fast. Max health damage 3, Wardy tank Cron 6 at 108% health. Going with a Baylan team with a attacker Cron. Max health damage 3, my highest protection Cron. Again, don't have a lot of damage on my Datacrons. I just straight up don't. Alright, they're kind of fast. Don't like the banner situation already. Not a fan. I can get rid of you. Stun here. Didn't get it. 6 stacks of Purge. It's my friend. That's the mini savior mechanic. Oh boy. Oh boy. Not a fan of what I'm seeing. Especially since I have Order 66. What the heck is this? Taunt? Come on, you gotta get to another round of big AoE. Good. That's just like kind of sketchy. There we go. Not the banners I'm looking for by any means. Get rid of Tarkin. Right now. Alright, there we go. I guess missing some protection here kind of sucks. Or only having protection as a stat. No way I'm getting these banners back. Alright, we lost the banner there. If that was a support Cron, I probably wouldn't have brought in Baylan. Probably not. Probably would have brought in one of my GLs that I have remaining. But since I had Baylan available and it was a tank Cron, the damage wouldn't have been as scary as it was with the support Cron, especially removing all my buffs and stuff like that. So, I'll take the one-drop banner here. Dr. Aphra is next, and there is no IG-90 present, so not as concerned, and no Omicrons. It is a speed up on a basic wordy support Cron 6 and almost 300% potency. That's very good for Aphra. I like Boba Fett here because of the focus data Cron. We're going to be inflicting doubt. She's not going to be gaining her turn meter stuff. We should be able to get through them right away. We have crazy stats. I can't picture us losing this. The doubt is going to be too strong. Obviously, the support Cron is annoying, but might be able to get rid of it right here. Almost. Right here? Yeah, just like that. Very simple. I think it's going to be a 56, though. Yeah. Just stole a banner there again. We keep getting 56s today, but the battles are kind of easy. If we didn't test that one battle, we probably would have been perfect this Grand Arena run, but since my opponent, they dropped one time so far, that's why I felt comfortable doing it. Might not want to risk it for the rest of the battle, so I'll take this here. Kelleran back is going to be the next team, and with no Temple Guard Omicron, I feel totally okay with using Inquisitors here. The Cron they are running is a protection up level 3. So they're going to be a little survivable. Oh, not more survivable. Have a lot more survivability. Crit damage, health protection, and armor pen. Only going with a wordy attacker Cron for light side. I don't have any dark side ones that I want to use for them. High protection. So again, just going for the level 6 here. I just want to do it even though she has torture. I'm okay with it. As long as I get rid of her, I'm fine. She also has 0 Omicrons, which is very helpful. Alright, I'm trying to steal some banners. It's not gonna last. If you do a cleanse, you get death mark, so that's cool for me. Thank you. Let's get a nice daze. Big damage. Stick to basics, because you're going to end the battle. Yeah, pretty simple. That's not that big brain theory. Obviously, if there's no Temple Guard Omicron, it makes it a lot easier. If there was a Temple Guard in there, it'd be a lot more tricky. So, finally, a 50-freaking-7. Zori Resistance is next, and going for even more efficiency here. They're only Relic 5. It's not that scary. The Focus Datacron is annoying in the beginning, but it's not going to be any chance for the 2 Sith Lords. The 2 Baldy Sith Lords. Wordy Tank 6, high health, 108%. This is pure aficionado. I'm recording the night before, guys, so I'm trying to post this in the morning so you guys can see a counter from Maul in case you guys are struggling. That's why I'm recording the night before. I'm going to stream tomorrow. That's why I'm attacking so early. I ran out of time today for a stream, so I was like, you know what, let me at least, I'm running late, I'll try to get a good recording in, post it in the morning, and hopefully you guys can have an answer from all. Very simple. Especially with Relic Delta. Gonna be a 58. Yeah, that's how you do it. I mean, this is a very weak defense, and I think my opponent's strategy is honestly, it got them into this rank of Kyber. They're going harder on offense, and they're relying on a front-heavy wall to try to get some wins. But when you're facing someone that's going to be very efficient, it's going to be hard to pull out the win. So I'm going to try to utilize that to my advantage. You cannot, if an opponent sets a defense like this, you have to take advantage of it where you can. Otherwise, you will lose to those high-efficiency players. Should have done this from the start. I mean, you guys know the deal. I could have, but you gotta have a little fun. I promise you, for next Grand Arena round, I'm gonna have pay more of attention to my defense and offense to make sure we could utilize these characters and test them even more. So we're gonna use Sith Eternal to clean up the gas, dark side buffs and a basic, some armor pen, some health. There's no way we're gonna lose this. Even though they have all that armor pen, there's just simply no way, I think. I mean, it's a high armor pen Cron. Look at that, 416%. It's pretty good on General Skywalker. Alright, 1v1 of the century. He's gonna get some big boy damage from my buffs. Take another turn. Oh boy, okay. I hope I get 2. Yeah. Alright, there we go. It's a good, efficient cleanup. Hopefully it doesn't cost us. I don't think it will. I don't know for sure, honestly, but I really don't think it's going to. So, Sith Eternal is a very good cleanup here against Gas. A couple more teams remaining. Going for a 2-man here against the Darth Revan team. It's not even worthy of debate. Turn meter, attacker, high crit damage. Going with a turn meter of myself, a high protection Cron, 109% on the new set. Gonna be my new JML Cron once the old set goes away. Okay. Whoops, we had days. Supposed to do this. What I should have done. Let's increase cooldowns. Stealing banners on me. Oh, she stole a banner on Hermit Yoda. That's so annoying. With the attacker Cron, she can freaking ignore taunts. So, alright, whatever. You stole the one banner from me. Annoying, but there's not much to that battle. If you use a GL against the Darth Revan Omicron Zalbar team, it literally turns off the mechanics. So, you just gotta abuse it. Alright, why not? Why not? If we lose, we lose. I mean, if we do lose, this is going to be a serious problem with this character. I don't have Palpatine. He's on defense. The Unique's going to be turned off. I need Palpatine in the leader slot for the hatred. So I'm not going to get the Omicron there. I will get this Omicron here. This should not freaking lose. We're facing the Scion and Jango team with Fennec and Boss. They have the dark side buffs and a basic, and the wordy Bounty Hunter. 6 with high crit damage, health, and protection. If I lose this, I will be utterly disappointed, but again, it's not the team's full maximum potential. Going with Thrawn lead instead. Support Cron, dark side, speed up on a basic, high armor pen, and potency. I would be really stunned and disappointed if this loses. So, I think I want to fracture Bosk. That's a couple debuffs. Stun. So, there's a lot of fracture. Did he get the fracture or he just killed? I don't know. It's not hard. I mean, okay. It worked. I was going to say, if we lose to that team, there's something wrong. I really wanted to use him. I just wanted to find a use for him. So, I'll take it here. I wanted to use him against Jabba, but again, nothing on defense. I couldn't test a thing this round, even if I wanted to. My mistake on defense, but my opponent didn't really give me an opportunity to really do some fun stuff, so it's a little disappointing. I got one more team remaining. I'm going to abuse the heck out of it with my final GL. Last team is Gungans. Gotta use Lord Vader, right? My last GL. They have the Terminator in the beginning, high armor pen, crit damage, protection, and health. There's no tank in the way. I'm going to walk right over this regardless, so speed up in a basic for Darkseid, wordy attacker Cron 6, and my highest crit damage Cron. I was just saving this for Lord Vader in case I needed him, but I didn't really need Lord Vader for anything. Should be a breeze. I mean, they're going to have to kill Lord Vader first to get through me. It's just not going to happen. Especially when the death mark is on him. Like, what can they do? It's simple. Wow. Probably should get rid of him because he can do more damage. Should be... yeah, I was gonna say. $57. Yep. That's the character battles. Not hard at all. Not that hard, not gonna lie to you. So, what that means is... oh, my opponent's keeping up with me. 16 to 1593, so they did drop a little bit, and we'll go over it at the end, but looks like they're holding off on ships. We're gonna go right into ships, might as well. Not hard, not hard. Home 1, Profundity, or Profundity, Leviathan? What do I want to do here? I don't know. Profundity always here is easy, but I guess, you know what? I guess I'll do Leviathan here. Why not? I'm not really worried about banners. Let's change it up a little bit. We'll go boom, boom, just like that. Not overly concerned with that. Profundity will walk right over that Chimera fleet because there's, it's not the counter Profundity, which is nice. Arguably, you get the worst banners using Leviathan, but just want to change it up a little. Okay, we're gonna go here. Rather get the heal for banners. Possible. Not hard. Okay, let's go here. Stun Vibes' ship. Turn meter gain. Mass Swarm. That's going to give them Retribution, so that might have been a misplay. But I think we'll be okay. Turn meter gain. Counterattack. That's the only problemo with what I did. Another heal from the banners. I'm not going to waste it. Because I can't one-shot. I want to one-shot 5s. Even though they do have the Savior. He's got so much tenacity. Don't steal banners. We have a lot of foresight anyway. Alright, cool. Stall it out a second. Alright, I only hit that ship. It's definitely stealing banners. Hopefully a 75. It's more than likely going to be a 73, 74. We'll see. Just going to go here. It's going to be a banner stealer, but we got some protection up. Just trying to get a final heal. That's what I wanted. Hopefully that didn't steal too much. Is that going to be a 75 or a 74? Or 73? Nice. 75. There we go. That's nice. No complaints. So now we're definitely going to do Profundity here. I can't afford to bring in a bunch of reinforcements. I'm just going to be bringing in Rogue One. You target Scythe right away. It's not hard. Not hard at all. Let's see. Should be the end right here. Yep. That pretty much solidifies it. They will have a ship come out because of Vader, I think? Or do we shut that down with Profundity lead? I forgot. We might. Yeah, we do. Okay, yeah. I didn't even need a reinforcement. It's going to be a 76. That's a record battle. That's 32 seconds. That's fast AF. One final fleet to wrap up this Grand Arena and get another W. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. And just, you know, just to play it a little safe, we'll go with another reinforcement. You never know. I don't need it. But let's not throw away a win. Okay. I've been having a lot of fun using home 1 on offense, not gonna lie. I like it better than defense sometimes. Because if they're gonna be bringing in Leviathan on offense anyway, I kind of want to go for a ship that's gonna give me maximum banners. Okay, there's one. I love it. They don't even move. They don't even move. You don't even... I was going to get another set of turns again. So that's a 75. That is a 75 banner win, and that's going to conclude us with a 2061. So, you know what? Everything went really well. Really well. I think my opponent is definitely, as you guys can see with the score, I'm probably not going to wait for them to attack because it is going to be a win. Because we were up by so many banners heading into ships. You guys saw a tie to tie. Where they struggled, I was looking at it earlier. They had a drop on my Stranger Starkiller team, and they had a drop on my Asajj Ventress Scion Jango team. So these two teams doing work for me on defense. And I honestly, those are the two newest teams that I set compared to all the other characters. I had the rest remaining on offense. So they had the same Spider Maul team as me, except I had the 7-star Relic 9. So I did have the advantage, but they set Queen Amidala on defense. And that seemed to be a very hard counter for 3v3. There might be easier ones. Maybe Bane might be very good against that. But Queen Amidala was super, super clutch against Spider Maul. And that probably will be my go-to for the season for the final week until I figure out some more data. I made a big mistake. You can roast me in the comment section. I'm still trying to figure out the newer kits. I guess we gain a lot of heal over time. And there were things happening that I couldn't even fathom and couldn't put to words. We were attacking out of turn. We had 1,000 heal over times. That was skyrocketing their offense under gas lead. And the 419% armor pen wasn't really looking out for me. So on the opposite end, if you guys, I guess you learned this. If you're facing an Inquisitor Barriss in 3v3, it looks like General Skywalker could do a lot of work if you face it with the Omicron. So maybe that's a good thing to take out of that battle. So maybe we learned something there. And Darth Vader Duel's End is pretty fun. He didn't have his true home with Emperor Palpatine lead, but I will definitely be changing up my defense for next round so that I could utilize more of these characters on offense to see what they can do. So that was my mistake. I will not make that again. Happy I'm able to get the win for this round. Spider Maul coming in clutch, and Asajj Ventress, Bounty Hunter, Omicron coming in clutch. I kind of had a feeling that this team was going to be the best. This team was going to be really good with the Omicron, and Darth Vader Duel's End. You cannot go wrong. The only thing that I wish I got to use today was Darth Vader Duel's End on offense with Palpatine, and Dr. Aphra IG-90 as well. My Yoda and Chewie and IG-90 are not up and running yet for me to use. So in the following Grand Arena season, I hope to have them up to certain relics. I could not get them to Relic 7, Relic 8. I ran out of signal data. Completely out. So I got to get a better job at recording those materials. So happy to get a win. I hope you guys learned a counter or two this battle. You now know what to deal with Stranger, Maul, and Starkiller if you face it. So guys, don't forget to leave a like, comment down below, and subscribe to the channel for more content and to support your boy Vex. And I'll see you guys in the next one. May the Force be with you all. Peace.